My name is Steve. Welcome to my shop. Today's project is a simple one. I just have to make some 1-inch long spacers. I am a volunteer and a trustee of a museum that is located on a former military base. And we have approximately 20 different museums on site. We have a 34-acre campus. And one of our museums is called ISEC, the InfoAge Space Exploration Center. And it is actually on the site of the radar installation that bounced the first radar off the moon. It also, we have a radar dish, radio telescope on site. It is the dish that received the first hurricane photographs from a satellite. It was called Tyros. And so we have a lot of history there. And at our ISEC Center, we are building a console, and it has about 12 to 16 monitors in it, and it's used to operate the radio telescope. And when we have class trips and so on that come in, they can actually come in and bounce their voice off the moon, and we can look at the solar system, and so it's quite an event. We are rebuilding the console and putting a new tabletop on it, and the braces that hold the desktop up require some 1-inch spacers between them. They're in pairs, and I will post a picture. I have a still photograph of it, and I'll post a picture of it and circle the area where the spacer goes. So I'm going to make them out of this piece of aluminum. Diameter isn't critical. This is a piece of 1-inch stock. I'm not even going to do anything with the outside. It absolutely doesn't need to be perfect by any means. I'll hit it with some Scotch-Brite just to take off the wear and tear. But it has to be drilled and tapped for 1/4 thread on each side. And the only thing that makes it a little different for me in my shop is that it's a short production run. I have to make 6 of these, which is not a big deal, but it's got to be done. So I'll take you over to the lathe and let's get started. Got a lot of stick out on this, but I'm not going to be doing any turning other than to face it off, so I'll take real light cuts on it. Just going to chamfer the edge to the and now I'm going to center drill it. and we'll drill it the number 7 drill for a 1/4 20 thread. Okay, I'm going to put it in back gear now, slow it down, and power tap it. If it didn't go all the way through, I will finish it off after I part it off. I'll finish it off by hand. But now I'm going to put the center in here so that I can part it off. The nominal length of this is going to be 1 inch, but in actuality it'll be 1 inch and 40 thousandths. So I'm going to set that up on my caliper, zero it out. There's 1 inch and 40 thousandths. I'll lock it there. And now I'm going to use the caliper to offset the tool. There it is right there. Lock the carriage. Put the center in. before I cut it completely off, I'm just going to hit the edge and deburr it with a file. Okay, there it is. And the threads didn't quite go all the way through, so I'm going to manually finish tapping it. Okay, deburr it with my no-go deburring tool. Just flip it over. And do the same thing on this side. Well, that one's not working too well. Let's try the other one I've got. That's better. So there it is. All I have to do is do 5 more. After I tapped it through, the hole still had the taper in it from the end of the tap, so I had to turn it over and just clean it up from the opposite side. There we go. Okay, all ready to go. After a couple of these, I got a little bit more bold and started doing them at high speed. Well, there they are. I ended up making an extra one. Lost count, but that's okay. I'll probably have one hit the floor and roll away anyway, so never hurts to have one extra. Well, that wraps up this video. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but it's typical of the little things that I end up doing in my shop. And primarily a hobby shop, but every once in a while I'll do a little job for somebody else, and it helps to keep new content going for the videos. So I want to wish you a very happy new year, and I'll see you in the next video next year. Bye.